morning, welcome back to, I'm so sorry, I could delete this and start over, but this little boy came and stared at me straight in the eyes and was like, what are you doing, mommy? And I got distracted. Welcome to my channel, Back to Keto. My friends call me Jelly. I use the ketogenic journey to go from 368 and a low carb journey to go from 424 to the 368. And the 368 to 157.5. Got long haul COVID, severe MCAS since the Delta version in January 2022. So I've struggled for years now. What was it, 3 years? Struggling so bad. Got to 255, almost 260. And that's because I couldn't eat keto foods. If you don't know what MCAS is, your body thinks you're allergic to everything, and if you're lucky, you got a couple of safe foods. I watch girls that have to use a feeding tube. One girl, her only safe food is a bagel, and she has to use a feeding tube. I watch others that can do baby formula and oatmeal and water. And I watch some that can only do potatoes and chicken. I can't do chicken. So it has been a nightmare because every time I try to just do a ketogenic journey or a carnivore, I either get away with it for a couple of months or I can't do it at all. There are certain times of the year where I can't do it at all. And it's the parts of the years where I have more flare-ups, which is during winter. During summer, so the summer brings the rain that brings the molds, which cause more flare-ups, which cause more sensitivity to all the foods. And it's not just like, oh, it's a little heartburn. No, it's stage 3 GERD, so I get an issue with the GI tract from it. My throat swells shut, I get hives, sneezing, brain fog, the nervous system issues with my head shaking, my body twitching, so it's Russian roulette. I don't know what's going to happen. Is basically how I live my life. No, I'm not allergic to any of my cats. And funny thing is, the girls with the MCAS aren't allergic to their dogs or people's dogs. A lot of them have issues. Like some have issues with cats, some have issues with dogs, some have issues with none of them. But surprisingly, once I changed my litter a year ago, I started doing better with cats. Now I've not had the major crazy flare-ups that I was having 24/7, where I'm stuck on the toilet with a bucket because I need both things going on. My pulse goes into the 180s. My blood pressure drops below 90/60 and lower. I have very high blood pressure, so that's extremely low. Basically, I'm having a horrible allergic reaction. I'm freezing. I'm shaking to death. Can't talk. Can't stop crying. It is horrible, horrible episodes that could last for hours. But I have removed, because I was allergic to alcohol, rubbing alcohol in the doctor's office, and I never thought about it since the C word. I started using hand sanitizer every time we went in and out, using spray Dawn dish soap, which is an amazing product if it does not bother you. Like, it is the most amazing product in the world. So it has been hard. It has been hard. I'm almost a month not using it. It is the most inconvenient thing not to have it no more. It has been hard, but I have not had, knock on wood, that kind of flare up ever again so far. None. Nada of that. It has been this whole time. Okay, I'm having flare-ups other ways because of the pollen. Going to the zoo kicked my butt. I was around tons of smells, and it smells that kill me the worst, y'all. That kill me the worst. I literally thought the smells originally was just because I suffer from migraines. No, it was MCAS this whole time, and it just triggers a migraine because MCAS can trigger migraines. Smells are the worst. So sometimes when Dino's cooking his food, I can't be in here, or I end up getting sick because of the smell of his food. Not because it smells nasty, but my body freaks out and says, oh, we're going to have an allergic reaction. But I haven't had those crazy ones. The crazy ones. The ones I cannot live through since, I also haven't gone near chicken. Chicken gives me those episodes every time. I haven't gone near chicken in over a year. So we will see. I have been recording almost every day since March 11th. However, and I recorded this type of video every day since then, thinking today's the day I get to put my videos together. So I'm not going to try that anymore. I'm not going to try to put the videos together. We have been working on my grill shack to change it because I couldn't stand the look of it. That is not the way I wanted it at all. I was overruled 4 years ago and it was built that way. I hate it. We will be having befores and afters and little stages during it of changing it to be more like my vision. It will not be identical because the actual out frame is shaped wrong and just done wrong, but more like what I like. And that's what we've been working on slowly because I do have MCAS and it is horrible pollen. But that video will be coming when it's done. So not this month. Hopefully next month, but I'm not sure because it is a lot of painting. Once we're done fixing the build part, and I also want to build the whole area beside it all in one video, so you just gotta wait for that one. And I probably won't be throwing in clips here from my other days. I may or may not, because I just want to get a video up. I don't want to go back, and that's what's giving me the stress, thinking of going back and editing and pulling out those videos. And I decided to toss 90% of all the videos I recorded because the anxiety of going back and trying to organize them, especially since my software does not work with my new phone and I have to use my tablet to do it. And yes, I bought my tablet to do it. It's still more difficult because the tablet doesn't put it in order. My old program put my videos in order of the way I shot them. I cannot find a program that does that. It puts them wherever it wants. No matter how I click on it, how I do it, it does not put it in order at all, which drives me completely through the wall. Now I am going to need to take an ibuprofen, so let me go ahead and do that before I forget. It's 800 milligrams because we got a storm coming. So we have a severe low pressure right now, and I do suffer, like, low pressures give me the worst headaches in the world. They give me migraines, they make my ears hurt, everything, but that is very common with MCAS or migraines. My cup's falling apart. Okay, I am readjusting. My coffee is not what I like because I'm readjusting. I'm lowering the skinny syrups that I put in it. I was doing 5 pumps of skinny syrup per coffee. Now I'm down to 4. Tastes horrible to me. I was doing 3 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of light cream. Now I'm down to a little more than 1 tablespoon of butter and 1 tablespoon of light cream. I was using my coffees to get my calories in because I could only eat once a day, had reactions to my foods, so I still need to get calories and some fats in, so I was using these. However, the last couple of days, even though it's pollen, even though I should be having some horrible reactions, I have managed to eat some foods that I shouldn't have been able to. 1, a McDonald's cheeseburger. Yeah, I'm not eating McDonald's and, well, the bread part since 2017, and I haven't eaten just the patty part in years. I was able to eat it with just mustard, the cheese, and 1 piece of bread. I wasn't going for just the meat because every time I just do meat, I usually end up desperately ill, no matter what meat it is. I wasn't ready to be sick that day. No issues, nothing, and that's all I ate that day. That and my coffee, nothing else. 1, I was just seeing what was going on. 2, I wasn't hungry. I'm having a lot of issues. That food tastes horrible to me again, because I was so sick, having some MCAS issue. I lose my taste buds every time. lose my smell. If you cannot smell properly, the food just don't taste right, and I've been having those issues. So the day before, I did deli meat and a serving of potato chips, just a serving of plain potato chips, because that is the safe foods for me. The only deli meat that's the safe food is a roast beef rare from Food Lion, and their oven roasted turkey I can do as well. I don't really like the taste of it, but I do it because I just blend them. And then I do fresh mozzarella, and then I can get away with baby petite carrots from there as well. So yesterday all I had was the deli meat and the 2 ounces of fresh mozzarella with no issues, no carbs. No issues, no carbs. That is like this, whoo, but it doesn't mean I'll get away with it today. But I was in shock that I got away with it yesterday. Also, I am craving water and salt like there is no tomorrow. Okay, and yes, I'm doing my electrolyte drops 4 times a day from Keto Chow. I am salting all my food, but I am craving salt. Now, I've not been able to drink water in years, and I don't have one to show y'all. Maybe I'll insert the video that I did show y'all yesterday. But I've been doing Food Lion alkaline water for over 2 weeks now with no issues so far, which is a miracle, and I've been doing about 3 liters a day, and that's probably why I'm craving so much salt. Now, I will tell you, when I drink my coffee, my mouth doesn't feel dry, I don't feel thirsty. Drinking that water, my mouth is completely dry and I feel thirsty. It is so weird. So weird. But my body's also not used to drinking water because I've had reactions to all the waters. This is the first one I found in a long time that I can have with no reaction. I mean, none. I'm sitting there drinking it. Choo, choo, choo. Of course, I can't have it cold. I have had a few more of the vanilla cream Keto Chows. I have to drink them very slowly. It takes a very long time. It can take over a day to drink one, only because it's cold and I can't drink it warm. It's gross warm. But I've gotten away with that too. Basically the last couple of weeks I've been trying stuff. Can I get away with it? Can I not? And what I mean is to add more seafoods, right? My hair, before this storm rolled in, I had done it up completely flipped, and it is falling. It is falling. But I know I got distracted there for a second because I realized the flip was gone, and now it's trying to tuck under again. The cats are going crazy, as they always do. I have bought some tomatoes that I may or may not try. This is still in date because I bought this last week and then I got scared and didn't try it. And we're not talking about weight loss. We're talking about getting a list of safe food. It was Best Buy like a week ago, like 10 days ago. So we'll see. We'll see. We're trying to get a list of safe food. Oh, I also yesterday ate one of my fresh turkey breasts in the microwave. I did eat that with the deli meat, so I had more of that than the deli meat. I'm just trying to find safe food so I can get back to a ketogenic diet. I've been doing low carb this whole time though. When I mean low carb, I mean usually 60 or 20 carbs total, anywhere between there. Some days would be 75, but I have been way under 100 carbs a day this whole entire time, and no, my weight has not gone down. I have been in a calorie deficit, if you believe in calories in, calories out. My body does not at all. I have polycystic ovary syndrome. It just does not work. Okay, I have been getting 10,000+ steps a day. I have been lifting. I have been doing so much, but my weight is just still flexing those 15 pounds. Like, I woke up a couple of days ago and I was up 15 pounds on the scale and I had done nothing different. Nothing different. And then 2 days later, I was back down to 203. Today I'm at 207, and I've done nothing different except building. So it's probably my muscles swelling and retaining water, especially since I'm drinking water. And then all of a sudden I have a whoosh and it goes off. So the scale is the devil. especially if you can do calories in, calories out, and you're following the rules and it works for you. Just ignore the scale. But let's see. This is what I'm looking like right now. And here comes Dino. Storm's rolling in. We're hoping it doesn't last long. We wanted to work on this. Can't see it. Not allowed yet. That video will be coming. The garden. I will probably show this video. If I can find it, because that was accomplishment. I did all by myself. That was a nightmare. There was a bed there. If I can find that video, I will do it. Show y'all. I've been moving all my baby roses over here, and my lilies, canna lilies. I have a bunch more to move. I'm moving all the baby roses. They're all hidden up in here. But we really need to be able to mow this thing, so they need to come out. It grew grass. It wasn't grass, but this year it's decided to grow grass. So I need to get all that out. If you're wondering what this is, it's collards. I didn't dig them up, I just let them grow. And they make flowers, so. Got a lot of clovers and stuff growing right now in my beds. I know a lot of people would already be planting, but I do summer crops. So planting isn't really on the schedule yet. I would get a greenhouse because there's too much mold and stuff in them. And the last thing I need to do is dispose myself into a closed building. It'll just be a waste of time and money. So, and the little green one that I gotten, the pop-up, it didn't survive. Even though I got it down as fast as I could that day, it got ripped in too many places in just a few minutes. And if I had had plants in there, I would have lost the whole thing. It would have just blew off the plants. And the storm wasn't supposed to be coming, so I didn't know to pull it down because I was just putting it up and going to stake it down the next day. I staked it down with the things that came with it, but it wasn't strong enough. It also shrank in the sun, so the cover became too tight and you couldn't, it literally ripped everywhere the zippers were on the side. And so it is what it is, I guess. I should have done a complete before and after. Every year I struggle getting water hoses around my miniature rose garden. Dino's like, it's in the way. I agree. He's doing the hazers that we just went and got this morning. We got 16 more. I am out here. You can see all the holes. I have moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 miniature roses into, this will be the flower bed. Not really sure how we're moving the lilies yet, but now to get that up. Alright, I thought we were going to go do some outdoor work and I was going to run this evening to do my mom's errands, but then when Dina found out I had to do her errands, he decided he wanted to get dressed and we needed to go. So it's been over an hour since I was going to leave. Because he was like, go do it. So I went to leave and he's like, I want to go. So now I'm waiting for him. So I changed clothes because he usually dresses way nicer than me, and I was in my stained go work out in the yard clothes. It had stains on my pink shirt. So I've just put my purse never makes it look cute, but I don't care. I need a functional purse. And if I don't wear a strap purse, I will leave it in the store. So I am wearing a size large top and large bottoms. They're more like a dressy bottom, and then I have my cute little flip-flops on that. I'll show you. Oh, just these. So, because we're just going over to Walmart and Lowe's and stuff, so Hopefully it doesn't rain. I really don't like driving in rain. That's one reason I was going to go this evening, because it's not supposed to rain this evening, but it is this morning. Pulled my hair out of my face because I need to be able to drive, and we drive with the windows down. My face has been very swollen for a few days, so I'm hoping that will go down soon. But anyways, I'm going to show you a boo-boo I got. Piper, who's never hurt me in a billion years, never would. I was half asleep, and I didn't realize she had gone behind me when I was shutting my door, and I guess her little tail hairs got pulled out, and she went crazy, and she was fine afterwards, apologized and everything, but she was in so much pain. She screamed, and she grabbed hold of my leg with her whole body, all four paws. I'll show y'all. So that happened a few days ago. It bruised me up pretty good from it. And then she got this whole side, but it didn't bruise up as much. Like I said, she is the perfect angel, but she got hurt and she was scared, and she didn't know how to tell me that her tail was stuck in the door, and that's how she did it, because I was standing beside her and she just grabbed hold of me and screamed. I don't think she was trying to hurt me. I think she was trying to climb up my body, because that's how the marks look, and she put all her weight on it. So I feel so bad. I felt bad that I hurt her. She wasn't in trouble for hurting me, because I can tell a difference between when no, that's the wrong one. The other orange cat bites me because he's being a brat, versus a cat in pain or trying to climb up my body because they want to be held. So yeah, made a nice bruise, if I can talk. Okay, got a nice little headache going on. Y'all, the lighting in the house also makes me look sick, and it draws out my face really bad. I'm noticing the lighting outside is so much better. Getting a few steps in. I'm gonna go try to make a few things. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll record. I don't know. I thought I recorded this yesterday, but couldn't find it. This is where we're at right now. This is the next step of a long process. This is where we're at now. All right, so we are trying the viral flatbread that everyone's been making with the cottage cheese for a while now. So I'm very late to the party. Very, very late. All right, so first things first, we need some parchment paper. Probably should still get mine from outside, which hopefully isn't covered in pollen, but we'll use this. All right. Okay. Yes, wet it down a little. I know that sounds weird, but it's parchment. It is parched. What do you do when something's parched? You drink some water, right? You give it water. Voila. It ain't going nowhere no more. No more fighting. No more fighting. I had to test on my eggs. Oh, I just broke my container. I had to test on my eggs because they are from the farm, and I bought them a couple weeks ago. I did have 4 bad eggs that had to get thrown out just now. I just test them by floating them. If they float in water, then they're bad. So I've already done that. Let's see, 1 cup. It'll be easy to use this though. So I have yet to try this because I wasn't using eggs. I've done a lot of cottage cheese though. And it's simple, really simple. Okay, let's warm my oven up real fast to 350. It's anywhere between 35 minutes and 50 minutes, depending on what recipe you look at. People are using seasonings like garlic, Italian, all the yummies. Well, not doing those. Not doing those. Now, I was seriously trying to sit here and think, how do I want to use it? Am I going to use it for my sandwich stuff and use it like a flatbread? Or do I want to use it with my hamburger meat and use it like a bun? Because using it like a bun tells me maybe I should put dill seasoning in it. You know what? That would be yummy for the other stuff either, like for sandwiches. So that's what we'll do. Okay, now we need eggs, but we are going to put the egg in this just in case, even though it didn't float, just in case. Because cottage cheese is not the cheapest thing in the world. Oh no, she looks pretty. She looks pretty. So, 2 eggs, 1 cup of cottage cheese. Okay. Yes, I'm making a mess because I always do. This is not new. I'm a messy cook. Wendy's also got me wanting to make my bread. So I use Wendy's recipe and I just change it a little because I use beef gelatin. I don't use yeast at all anymore. The nutritional yeast. I don't use that. I up the powder butter, lower some other ingredients, but it's around about, that's where I got it from, starting with hers. All right, let's put some salt to taste. This is Redmond's real salt. I am really into salt right now. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm just craving salt like there's no tomorrow. Can't have pepper. That'll mess with me. Okay. Get some dill weed up in here. I wish I could have paprika, but I'm not going there. I'm not trying paprika right now. Time to blend until smooth. Honest, it's taking everything not to put Parmesan cheese in here. And just follow the simple recipe, just because I know Parmesan cheese would give me a little bit of the crunch I want. But we're gonna stick to the main recipe before we start playing with it. It's just liquid, and it says to just pour. I don't know the size of my pan. It's an air fry type pan that you stick in your oven. So it's not gigantic. Might be bigger than I see everyone else use though. So it said the thicker you want it, the more space, like, I'm debating if I should make another round. Let's see if I can get this to spread more evenly. Really don't think it's going to be even. I think I need a smaller pan, but we're going with it, right? We're just going to stick it in the oven when it hits 350. I can tell you if this works out, then I am definitely going to make more, and I'm going to make them a little thicker. I'm kind of thinking I shouldn't have put the dill in there because it's kind of going for pizza tonight, but I guess we're going to go for a burger. The oven is still not warmed yet. All right, so my sirloin steak that I grinded up and put in the freezer a while back. So we're just gonna fry it up. I just took out of the freezer, threw it in the microwave to defrost because I don't want it sitting in the fridge too long. Alright, so just going to cook this bad boy up. And I don't know how my stomach will react. We will see together. I have noticed, because everyone's probably like, oh my gosh, you should try one thing at a time, but that never works out for me. I have noticed if I eat, other than the roast beef, deli meat, or like just the fresh mozzarella, anything else I do that is just one item without a carb, like I can do a potato, but we're not doing carbs, I get sick from it. So we're just gonna make flatbread burger stuff. I have a head of lettuce to mess with. I have tomatoes if I decide, but I'm not too sure about the tomato. We'll see. We're using mustard, not mayonnaise. Sometimes I have issues with mayonnaise. I don't even think I have any fresh mozzarella. Oh, I have a little. Because I think that's what we're going to use. Now, it's going to be about an hour before I can eat. I am starving, so we're going to have a little roast beef. So I don't get cranky. Because I actually really am hungry. Still waiting on that oven. I'm picturing this would make the best Italian cheese bread in the world. If you can have all those ingredients, seasoning, oh. Okay, into the oven. Okay, so I'm just letting the meat cook. I'm starting with 35 minutes in the oven for the flatbread. I just put it in. But I'm not going to figure out what I'm doing with the meat 100% until I taste the flatbread. Because if the dill, I might not even put enough dill in there to really taste it. And if I didn't, then I might go down the route of making me a little pizza or something. Because that's what my heart wanted, with some pizza. But we will see. There's a lot of water in here because this was a sirloin steak that I grinded up myself and froze. So, and I had one piece of the deli meat. Now, I'm a little scared of the smell. I don't know if I put in this video, probably not, where I can tell if a beef's gonna make me sick or food's gonna make me sick by the smell. I was able to eat some New York strip the other night with no carbs, nothing, just the New York strip from BJ's with no problem, and I could tell with the smell that it wasn't gonna make me sick. So now, just to let the water boil out so I don't have to make a mess and dirty up dishes to drain it out. I'm not going to drain out. Right now I'm holding the phone. It's just easier. So I ended up, like, it was taking forever. I just poured some on a paper towel to throw away once it cools down. Now I'm just going to brown it up some. I guess I should have waited till the flatbread was closer to being done before I did this step. Alright, I got y'all on a tripod. I'm trying to keep y'all far away from it though because it is steaming. Alright, this is it's a half an ounce of fresh mozzarella. That's all I have left. But I have Kobe Jack and stuff I can use. But we're starting with this. Let's see what I got. Looking for the date. June. Just do the cheese real fast. Alright, I have been eating cheese so slowly, especially Kobe Jack, that when I shredded it last time, I had to throw it all away. It went bad before I got to use it. Because that's how slowly I'm eating it.
What's this now?
Oh my god, you almost made me poke myself with a knife. You scared the hell out of me. Ooh, he's trying to give me heart attacks. He's trying to give me heart attacks. Alright, so I am just gonna slice some thin slices instead of shredding it up. I am making burger meat. No, I'm not making a hamburger, I don't think. I don't know yet. Let's see. Probably. Maybe. There'll be something. I don't know. I'm just killing time until my stuff is done. It's 26 minutes, it says. Oh, I forgot I turned it off. So that was probably a little less than an ounce of cheese. Gonna eat a little bite. I don't like the taste of it anymore. I shouldn't eat a little bite. I no longer like the taste of Kobe Jack, y'all. Like, I'm not joking. It is so bitter. It tastes like sharp cheese to me. And I hate sharp cheese. Like, I don't understand how Kobe Jack has become so bitter. It's my taste buds. Okay, we will come back when the flatbread is ready. Before I go make a whole dish of something that might make me sick, it will take less than a spoon this size to tell me if I'm going to get sick, because I'll have a reaction really fast. So I'm going to eat this, and within a minute or two, I will know if I can eat it or not. Okay, so far so good. I ended up taking another spoonful, because the first I didn't react. And when I mean I react quickly, I react very, very quickly. Now, the only time there's a delay reaction, it'll be around 3 a.m. during the normal histamine dump that everyone has around 3 a.m. So that's the only time it could be a delayed reaction, because it would be the food that's still in my stomach, because it will still be there at 3 a.m. because my stomach takes about 17 hours to move stuff through. It'll be like, because I had two things in my system at once that my body couldn't handle. So as of right this minute, we have 22 minutes for the other stuff to finish. I'll know for sure by then if I'm going to be eating this or not. Don't worry, I'm going to show y'all. Still 14 more minutes and it's killing me because I'm hungry. I am so hungry. I've gotten so used to just grabbing the deli meat and going to my desk. But but I usually have to have something with it, except yesterday I didn't. But I usually had a serving of potato to keep me from getting sick. I don't know how long this is gonna last, y'all. I'm hoping we're on a cycle where I can get back on keto. I'm hoping, because when that happens, I'll lose about 20-30 pounds, and I only go up about, let's see, right now I'm up 10 pounds, and I lost a total during that time of 58. So it's still 48 pounds off my body than it was this summer. So basically, I don't think I'm gaining pounds. I'm just gaining water weight. So I'm not actually gaining weight. It's just tons of fluid. But I can't lose unless I'm on a no carb diet. I'm not trying it yet, but I did order me this one to try again. So I used to could have this with 0 problems whatsoever. But then I started having reactions to it years ago. And I switched over to Perfect Keto. But then they changed their formula, and that was the first things I started having, like, I discovered that, it was causing me horrifying episodes. Horrifying. It would be because I used a scoop and divided it by 3 to 4 coffees a day. By the time I was at my last coffee, I was very sick at night, every night. And then I realized it was the collagen. Once I removed the collagen, the sick every night went away. I will be trying this one just to see. I do so much better on collagen. My mental health is so much better. My brain fog is so much better. My skin glows. Right now, my skin looks old and dry. Like, it just looks like the glowiness is gone. So I'm hoping I can do that one. I got distracted, and I don't think I told y'all why I started recording. I'm on my 3rd cup of coffee. Tastes like crap, but I'll get used to it. I've lowered the Skinny Girl syrup again, and I have lowered the heavy cream and the butter. And I know I can get back to the way I used to drink them. So years ago, I used to just have a tablespoon of MCT oil or a tablespoon of butter and like a collagen in it, or nothing. And then I got introduced to Skinny Girl syrups. And now I can't really drink anything without them. I've been doing them for years and years now. But I'm trying to at least lower it, because the flavors I like, you can no longer seem to find at Ross and places like that. So I used to pay like $3.50 a bottle, right? You order it off the website, it's $10 a bottle. Amazon, if you do subscriptions, I think it's $7.99. You got to do 2 at a time. So it's like $18. And I go through a lot of them, and I'm trying not to. Think about it. If I was having a 5, and it was more at one point, but we'll just say 5 squirts of Skinny Girl syrup per coffee, 4 coffees a day, that's 20 squirts. 20 ounces, I think is what it comes to. Oh no. But it never stopped my weight loss. Never caused me mast cell issues. I took it away. Never caused me any issues or fixed it when I took it away. It also does not raise my blood sugar. I've done shots of it back in the past as experiment, and I don't know what video is on. I've done like a 3-ounce shot of it. I think I did a 5-ounce shot and almost died that time. Nothing happens to my blood sugar. Doesn't move. So I have no issues with that. I'm just trying to lower my ingredient take when it comes to syrups and stuff, things like that. So that's what I'm working on. I'm making myself like it more bitter. Lots of Redmond's real salt in here. I did not put the electrolyte drops in. Now, electrolyte drops used to stop me from losing weight, and then I started taking them because I gained weight anyways, and they made me feel better. So I might try only doing 1 droplet a day. We will see. But I'm slowly trying to get back on the, let's get below the 190s. Way below. So if I do go up 10 pounds, I'm not back in the 200s. Still needs time to cook, but, and I've poked it. It keeps getting bigger and bigger. I think I'm going to try pulling it out in a second, because this is once it gets brown, pull it out. They must be using huge plates to make it flat like I see. Because right now, this looks like an egg souffle to me. I'm going to try to get out of the oven. I'm not sure if it's ready. It says it needs 5 more minutes, but it also said if it starts to get brown at all around the edge to pull it out, so we will see. Yeah, this does not look like what I'm seeing. No, this has got to cook longer. This is like raw. Okay, but we can get the air out. I hope it'll come off this parchment paper. It does not look like it's going to come off. Looks like I might have wasted my time. Let's get the air out and we'll put it back in. Because this is definitely not hard like I see people have. This is just egg to me. I'm hoping it would cook better. Look, that just looks like egg. It's not raw, just looks like egg. I'm gonna taste the dough. I think we're gonna have to be cooking it a lot longer. A lot longer. Because nowhere does that have a bread texture. Have you tried it? Did you think it was an egg, like souffle? Or did it come out like a bread texture for you? Like a soft, crispy, flatbread texture that everyone keeps claiming. I hate when people claim something because it's similar enough. I'm going to eat some. It's similar enough, but if it ain't like at least 75% close to what we're calling it, it drives me crazy. Because it's not it.
10 minutes and 56 seconds left.
Nowhere done. Nowhere done, y'all. Nowhere done. And I'm hungry. And the longer the beef sits, the more histamine is growing in there. The more likely I can't eat it. After 30 minutes of it been sitting, I shouldn't be eating it. So, just a tiny bit of Duke's mayonnaise. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I changed my mind since I'm going to try eating it by itself. Because if I wait any longer, I could have a false reaction. I'm already worried about the reaction because it seemed to have gotten more greasy just sitting there. I did transfer it out of the pan, but okay, so I'm just gonna eat this. Need salt. Like, I'm not joking about this salt right now. Okay. There's a chance I can have a reaction because it's by itself. We'll see. It's 5:11. Alright, it's been 45 minutes. And it is still looking like nothing like everyone shows. Like, I should not put it on parchment paper, for one. And everyone said I put it on parchment paper. That was a mistake because it stuck to it now. And yes, wetting your parchment paper will not make it stick to it. Paper. Yep, this was a fail. That was a waste of cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is not cheap, and it is stuck. Alright, so I'm scraping it off. It is definitely not cooked. It is still not cooked after 45 minutes. So maybe I should have let it keep cooking. But, that was a huge fail. No way, no matter how long that cooks, there's no way that's going to turn out not to be a scrambled egg. Like a scrambled egg, literally. A Jill scrambled egg. No, I will try it with no parchment paper and thinner. Like, the texture that it's making on top like this is gross. Yep. Ugh. I am not a scrambled egg fan like this. I hate souffles and stuff. Or quiches. I'm not a fan. Fell. I don't know what I did wrong.